This box is really packed. You can feel it, the lid's on very tight. Happy silly season, it's Erin here and I'm back with another Stationery Pal haul for you. I love working with Stationery Pal. These guys very kindly gifted me all of the lovely things in this box, which is Christmas themed, which is very exciting. You can tell I'm getting excited about Christmas when the red lipstick comes out. I'm not in Taylor Swift cosplay, I just wanted to look festive. A bit about me and then a bit about Stationery Pal. My name's Erin and I make bullet journaling and stationery content here on YouTube. If it's your first time here, maybe consider hitting subscribe if you like this kind of stuff so you can see more from me in the future. And Stationery Pal is an online stationery store that has really good prices on some really famous stationery brands. I have a discount code with Stationery Pal. It's just my name, Erin, right here, and it usually gets you 12% off, but for their Black Friday promotions, it's actually going to get you 18% off whatever you order from Stationery Pal, not just the things that I get, but also anything else on their site as well. On top of that, there's also a section of the site where everything is 50% off. They've just added hundreds of new products. There's also an option at checkout where you can add a 99-cent ticket, kind of like a raffle ticket, and that will put you in the draw to win either an iPhone 14 or AirPods 3. So much going on for Black Friday on Stationery Pal. Thank you again to Stationery Pal for gifting me all of this lovely stuff. And also there are links to all of this stuff in the description down below, so if you are keen to grab anything for yourself, just keep in mind they're affiliate links, which means that I will also make a little bit of money if you buy through those. You don't have to, no obligation, but it does help to support me and my little channel and help me keep doing this, so it's very much appreciated. The Black Friday Double 11 discount events sale on Stationery Pal goes until the 29th of November, and the 99-cent ticket raffle for the iPhone and AirPods goes until the 30th of November, so get shopping. Shall we open this box? I just wanted to point out that the snowman here is built out of snow and stationery, so he has, what are those called? Oh my god. Triangle rulers. Look, it's been a long time since I was in school and used one of those. I can't remember what that's called. He has a triangle ruler as a nose. He seems to be wearing a bucket as a hat. He's got pens and pencils as limbs and washi tape as his buttons. And I just think that's really cute. I love that little bit of attention to detail. Also the teddy. You get the teddy, you know, when you buy from Stationery Pal, the teddy. Let's do it. Ooh. Not my Christmas decor. It's hiding my ugly microphone. Wait, it can do that better. Oh Christmas tree, hide my ugly microphone. Oh, this box is stacked. I'm surprised they could close it. Okay, the bear. First of all, this is my third little Stationery Pal bear. We're really good friends at this point. They seem to be getting smooshier as they go, and the more disfigured they are, the more I love them, so that's always fun. He's come a long way and he's been smushed in a box with many friends by the looks of this. You get a lot of freebies when you buy from Stationery Pal, and I think the more you spend, the more freebie you get. So he's got these 3 little bunny friends, which I'm assuming is a reference to the upcoming Lunar New Year of the rabbit, which is my year. Yeah, usagi doshi desu. Things I remember from high school Japanese. So these are actually pins, badges. You can pin them to your clothes, which is sweet and cute. Not my style, but adorable. Bunnies and bears and rubber ducks, oh my. Do you squeak? Oh, I really wanted it to. Well, it looks like it should squeak. It's just, oh my god, that's gonna clip my microphone. I'll have to do it up here. Oh, he prefers to stay squashed. I have a bathtub and I think he's gonna go live in it. Let's just get all of the freebies out of the way first. Some of these are Christmas themed, so if you're watching this video later and you don't care about the Christmas stuff, I'm gonna put timestamps along the playback bar down below and in the description, so you can skip the Christmas stuff if you would like to skip the Christmas stuff. But these are also freebies. This is a little Christmas stationery collection here. I got this pencil, eraser, sharpener, ruler set, Christmas stuff. That's really cute. Santa pen with a little for you stamp on it. I think it's black because it's coming off on my finger. Got my thank you card from Stationery Pal. Oh, their card is so lovely. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, it's, oh, I thought it was gonna be a ballpoint pen, but this is like this is a gel pen. Cool Santa. And then there's a snowman one as well, which is also adorable. In my work, I do a lot of photos at shopping centers, and this time of year, I do lots of photos of families in shopping centers, and I have to get them to sign release forms. And I think it would be so cute to rock up with one of these pens, although if they're Gel. Are you gel too? They might be a little smudgy on a release form, but I'm gonna try it. I think it's worth it for the commitment. We got a little paper clip with a bear on. Real cutesy. Not my style. I talk about this all the time. I don't like childish, cutesy. A lot of the Japanese and Korean stationery brands have this kind of art style. It's like cacao stickers, you know, or like the Line Friends or whatever. It's just not my thing. I don't know. I like my stuff to be cute without being kiddie. Okay, so many things. Oh man. I hope you've got a cup of tea or a glass of wine or something to do this with me. You guys know I love my paper and my stickers. I also got some pens this time around. This is the Kuretake Zig Brushables Bright set. They're dual tipped pens. They've got a brush tip, I believe. Well, they're called Brushables, so one would hope. Brush tip, brush tip. Super beautiful. Oh, they're both brush ends. One's hard and one's soft. That's cool. I've seen some people using Kuretake Zig pens on Instagram and been like, how do I get that lettering? Clearly I need the pens, don't I? Hence this set. They're called Brights, but I actually think that looks quite pastel. Very cute colors. Clearly we're starting with the expensive stuff today. These are $23.10 US on Stationery Pal, but they're currently down from $30.30, so they are on sale. And there's only 8 of them left, so hurry, hurry, hurry. I've got another Kuretake Zig brush pen. This one is the Fudebiyori variety. This one's in lilac. I haven't used any of the Zig pens before, and I wasn't sure if those bright ones were going to be the thing that I was looking for, so I also grabbed this one in case I had the wrong pen. I'm still learning, okay? I love lettering, but there are definitely people out there who are a lot better at it than me. But I have found in my limited experience that having the right brush pens can help you kind of get the right effect. This is pretty. Water-based dye ink. Very pretty. Looks like watercolor. Lovely. This is $2.90 US on Stationery Pal. Can I be super honest with you? I saw glitter pens and I just had to have them. These are from Posca, a set of 7 glitter paint markers with a fine point. They were $20.10 US. You know when you get glitter pens and they're super underwhelming and the glitter kind of is too distributed, too dispersed-y? I'm hoping these won't be disappointing because they're paint pens with glitter, so I'm gonna test it out here. Paint pens usually need a good shake before the first time you use them, and you have to press down to get the paint to flow into the tip first as well, but then once you do that, they're usually pretty good to go. And that one's come through so fast. Sometimes you have to press it down for a while, but this one just likes me. Oh, there is some glitter in there. It sort of just looks like a metallic pen, which I have a lot of, so it's possible I didn't need these, but that's okay. 'Tis the season for glitter, after all. I want to look at the pastel pink. Oh, that's pretty. And I don't have a paint pen that color already. I can see myself using the heck out of specifically this pen. $20.10. One of my favorite accounts to follow on Instagram is Joy Letters Bujo. Harmony does the most incredible fountain pen lettering, and it made me really want one. I've never had a fountain pen, I've never used a fountain pen. I don't know what I'm doing, but I got this one and I think it's gonna be fun to learn. This is the Platinum Little Shooting Star fountain pen with a fine nib in Lake Blue. I'm reading the description and it says something centrifuge tube packaging with an octagonal design, push-pull converter and an ink cartridge. All I got out of that was ink cartridge, like it comes with one, so you don't have to get a separate one. Yep, there it is, right there inside. I'm gonna have to learn how to use this, but I'm so excited at what I might be able to do with it. So the shooting star element is actually on the nib. It's not sort of an external element. You know how we had Santa on these pens? It's much more subtle than that, and I kind of like that. $4.50 US for this pen right now. It's actually down from $8.20, and again, there are only 8 left, so hurry, hurry. I'll put it back in its tube. I guess that's a good idea, because then if it leaks, like, everything else in your drawer is not destroyed. You know I'm obsessed with these by this point. I got 3 of the Sakura Pigma Micron pens. They are my favorite fine liners. They do not smudge, except in very specific circumstances. I love the 03. It's my go-to for pretty much everything. I also got the 5 and the 4 because I want to try and get my partner into these pens. And I got him to test out all of mine and be like, which ones do you want? And he was like, I can't choose out of these ones. So I got him all of them, and then he can have one and I will have the others. I go through them, you know? I go through them. These are all different sizes, but they're all the same price. They are $1.20 US each. These are all great, and you can't really go wrong. Gotta catch them all. That leads us out of our pen section of the video, and we're gonna move into stickers. I haven't only done stickers this time, I swear. I have got some stickers though. I got some washi stickers, lavender ones. There are all sorts of designs in here, but the theme is purple and like a beige orange, which is a really nice color scheme, and I like it a lot. I love a washi sticker. They're thin, they don't bulk up your book. These ones are nice and small. They're sort of that like 3 centimeter kind of size. $1.30, and they have stacks of them on the site, so you can get yourself some lavender stickers. They're so pretty. I'm kind of hoarding washi stickers at the moment because I'm working out what I'm gonna take with me on my Europe trip in 2 months. It's really soon now. Similar to that, I have the autumn and the winter stickers. These must be winter. They have a fox on the outside, which makes me think of autumn. Oh, apparently these are the winter stickers because there's a snowman in there, but they're also like maple leaves. We don't get deciduous trees in Australia really, so I don't know much about it, but I'm just assuming this is winter. This is gonna be winter. Maybe you still have some orange trees in winter, I don't know. Do you? And I also have these are the autumn. Oh, I'm so confused now. These are the winter stickers. These are the autumn stickers. They're honestly quite similar. The color palette is similar. They're very orange. These ones are orange and green. These ones are basically just orange, and they're cute and I like them. And again, washi stickers. These are also $1.30 each US. I realize that autumn is almost over and winter is almost starting for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. It's the opposite for us. We are sweating it out, as you can see right here in November's still spring, but it's hot. It's getting up to like 32 Celsius today, which is, hey Siri, what's 32 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
32 degrees Celsius is 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
So, you know, we're warm. But autumn's not that far away, and also I'm going away for a month of summer to spend it in your winter, so perhaps I will get some use out of those sooner than you would think. I have these sticky notes already in a different color. I don't know, I seem to remember these being Mercury. I also got these from Stationery Pal, and I used them in September and I loved them, and I wanted the monochrome option, so I got the moon version as well. These are actually sticky notes, apparently 76 by 76 millimeters, so not the smallest thing ever to put in your journal. These are $1 US currently. I really like sticky notes for bullet journaling because they're a really easy way to layer. You can write on them because they're paper, obviously, because that's what they're meant for, and you only have to put glue on one side. So I've picked up 3 from this same, I do this a lot, whether I'll get all of the colorways or most of the colorways in the same kind of style of sticky note. So these are the natural plant, oh no, sorry, scrapbooking paper pad set. Oh yeah, so they're not actually sticky notes. Here I am saying you only have to put glue on one side. That's not actually correct. These are just paper, which is good. I think they'll be really good for layering. I've got the mushroom, the flower, and the maple set. They're all a little bit different, but they're all basically pretty soft neutrals. These ones have got some pink mauve kind of in them as well, which I really like. Good for that academia kind of brown antique colorway kind of thing if that's what you're into. These are $1.60 US each. They each come with 3 little paper pads of 40 by 70 millimeters each, so they're nice and small. You can rip them up, you can cut out the illustrations if you want to, layer them up in your journal. So cute, so cute. Also mushrooms, having a mushroom moment, mushrooms and fairies, that's where we're at. That's where my head is at the end of 2022. These ones are sticky notes, it says it on the packaging, and these ones are translucent, which I think is really cool for layering stuff because you can get that little peek through of whatever is underneath and you can still write on them, but because they're translucent, they're probably, it might have to be a paint pen or something like that, maybe a permanent marker because they'll probably be somewhat shiny. You probably can't use a biro to write on this kind of thing. These are the frame translucent sticky notes in purple, although I would probably call it not so much purple as periwinkle, you know, that very Perry 2022 kinda, it's that color, it's that halfway between purple and blue sort of colorway. I've just checked on the website and these are actually sold out right now, unfortunately, but keep an eye on the link. Maybe they'll come back into stock. Stuff does come and go on Stationery Pal, so keep an eye on these. Hopefully you can also get your hands on them if this is something that interests you. $1.60 US for these cuties, and very springtime, which is appropriate for the season I am in right now. Also very springtime, and I think these will go nicely together. I've got 3 of these, I think they call them oil painting sticky notes. These are not the sort of sticky notes I would ever want to write on because they have these beautiful, literally paintings printed on them. And they're that lovely textured kind of photographed with light from a particular angle so that you're getting that texture really coming through, that depth. These are all 70 US cents each. Under $1, you'll probably find these in the Dollar Mall section of Stationery Pal where everything is less than $1. This is the night version, which is this beautiful purple, blue, moon, clouds, mountains kind of moment. I also got it in Mountain, which is this one, green and peach kind of tones for this one, pretty clouds again, white going on here. Very springtime, very cute, very pretty. And then this is the moon version, so lovely buttercream yellow kind of moon in the middle. We've got some pretty pink and white fluffy clouds and some flowers at the top as well. So cute. Wouldn't write on them. Absolutely not. They're too pretty. But as bullet journal decoration, you betcha. Absolutely. So 3 of those, because I simply cannot help myself. Almost everything else I have to talk about is scrapbooking paper, but I'm just gonna squeeze in these 3 little tools first. So if you watched my Shein haul video from months ago, like March or April this year, I got these sticker tweezers and I was like, look, I don't get the hype. I'm not sure what sticker tweezers are all about, but I want to give it a go because I've seen so many people doing it. And I am so in love with these tweezers. They're so good. They're so good. They're the pointy nose straight ones. I noticed that they had sticker tweezers on Stationery Pal and I was like, well, what's the fuss about with these curvy point ones, hey? And I actually have the Cricut tweezers that kind of cross over and I just find them a little bit difficult for my poor brain to compute. So I got these, a bit more of a straightforward tweezer, you know. They came with a little silicone bit that covers the end so you don't accidentally stab yourself on them. They've got heaps of these on Stationery Pal at the moment. These are $1.60 US, and if you'd like to join me and have matching sticker tweezers, we can do that. That's a thing that we can do. It's got some suggestions for how to use your tweezers on the packaging, which is kind of funny. False eyelashes, the bird's nest. I can't really see the illustration well enough to see what's going on there, and I don't want to put on my glasses and ruin my makeup. Diamonds, I guess they mean jewelry making, but specifically they've said diamonds. Circuit boards, botany, and electronic cigarette. I will not be using these tweezers for any of those purposes, but thank you for your suggestions. I had to pick up some glue tape. I specifically wanted a small one because of said Europe trip that I mentioned earlier. I will be taking a travel journal that I plan to fill out quite frequently on the trip, and I wanted to be able to stick stuff into that journal, but I didn't want to take a glue tape this size, so I picked this one up. Isn't it cute? It's just so little. If you haven't got on the glue tape train for journaling and scrapbooking yet, you're missing out, you really are. You got to get yourself some glue tape. There are superior glue tapes out there though, and I haven't tried this one before, so I'm interested to see how we go with it. This is the Koyuko Dot Liner Petty Dot Adhesive glue tape, and I got it with the blue body. It comes in a few different colors. I like blue, so I got the blue one. Doesn't really matter because the insides are the same. $1.30 US. They currently only have 9 left on Stationery Pal, and they're down from $2.30, but they have other colorways, so if you can't get the blue, just get a different color and it'll be fine. I love that it has this little sliding action, so you just hit it with your thumb, pull back, and it's open, ready to go, so it's like a one-hand kind of deal. It doesn't have a separate lid that you remove and then lose, presumably, probably, for me. Yeah, it looks great. It's got a little blue dot that comes out on the adhesive, so it's not completely invisible. I don't mind that at all. I don't stick a lot of transparent stuff, except maybe for these that I just mentioned earlier, which I haven't used yet, so who knows. I don't stick a lot of transparent stuff in my journal, so I'm excited to give this a go, take it with me on holidays, and never have to stress about a glue stick ever again, because glue sticks are just a nightmare and I don't like them at all. One last little utensil. This is a pair of scissors. My mum always calls these pinking shears, the ones where you cut them and they're a zigzag. How's that sound? There's a real waiting to happen there. These are the stainless wave pattern scissors. I got them in pink because I am me and I can't help it when there's a pink option. If it's baby pink like this, I gotta have it. Look, do you need wavy scissors? No, probably not, but could they be fun to make some textures in your journal, especially for Christmas stuff? You know, if you were layering a red and a green paper or something and you cut it with this, that could be real cute. $1.90 US for these cuties, down from $2.10, 19 of them left, so jump on it. Okay, everything else is scrapbooking paper because I really like it, okay? Actually, that's a lie. There is one more thing in here that isn't scrapbooking paper, but it is paper, so I guess we'll do it next. This is a watercolor paper pad, and I like that it's quite small. As compared to my A5 bullet journal here, you can see it's kind of a bit smaller. 200 GSM, so that's thick paper. Look, I want to get into watercolor. I don't especially love it on bullet journal pages, but I want to just have it as a nice little fun hobby that I do for myself. So I got myself some watercolor paper, and I'm hoping to use it with the watercolor paints that I got from Stationery Pal last time. If you haven't seen my last Stationery Pal haul video, I will pop a link to it up here so that you can see that as well. Not the cheapest, but it is 200 GSM watercolor paper, so that's to be expected. This is $12.10, and they do also say these papers are suitable for all sketches, gouache, watercolor, color pencils, ink, painting, and markers. I think you get 20 sheets in here. While we're on the topic of art things, a style of art that I really enjoy is alcohol ink. It's so beautiful, and I'd love to have some alcohol ink in my journal, but there's a couple of reasons why alcohol ink is a difficult medium. One is that because it's a liquid, it's like a fluid art form, and you want the liquid to stay wet and move around until you're happy with where it is, and then you can let it dry or you can force it to dry. You have to use a very special kind of paper. It's called UPO, which is basically plastic so that it's not porous, it doesn't absorb the ink the second you put it on the paper. You have some working time to push it around. And the other reason is that alcohol inks are quite toxic and you have to wear like a ventilation mask when you use them and gloves and stuff because it can be quite dangerous, and to do it in a ventilated space. And I don't enjoy having to wear protective equipment to make art especially. So I haven't been playing with alcohol inks very much for the past couple of years. I got very into them in 2020 and had a really good time playing around with it, but I just have found it to be too much work, you know, even though it's such a pretty thing to have. So I found these ink drops paper sheets on Stationery Pal, and I was like, well, is that a solution or what? So this is what alcohol ink art looks like, is this stuff right here. And it's even got the gold in it, although I don't believe that's metallic, but it's still giving the impression of the gold alcohol ink that you can add in. This is a 6x6 inch paper pack. It kind of feels like the size of origami paper. You get 12 sheets in here, and I'm excited to be able to bring in that alcohol ink. It's very whimsical, very abstract, but so pretty form of art that I am just excited that I can now have in my bullet journal without issue, you know, because the UPO paper is really thick. It's like photo paper, you know. This paper pad is only $1.80 on Stationery Pal US. And this one is from the same set. This is the flower version. Deco scrapbooking paper pad flower, also $1.80. This one just has beautiful floral prints on, and they're pastel and cute. There's some horses there that may or may not be unicorns, which is not my vibe really, but everything else is very nice. I love thin scrapbooking paper, and that's what this is, so that makes me happy. This is like my go-to when I don't know what to do for a bullet journal setup. A little bit of scrapbooking origami paper that's patterned, whatever. Theme sorted, you pick one of these and then you pick your other colors for pens and washi tapes around it and you're good to go. We've got a couple of smaller scrapbooking paper sets and then a couple of bigger ones. So let's start with these. I've got these two small scrapbooking paper sets, which is fun. They're all different sizes. I always love these kind of all-in-one tiny scrapbooking sets. Flowers, Small Town, says on each of them. These are so pretty and kind of antique feeling. And you know those small floral repeating prints, like a wallpaper kind of look almost? That's what these are, and I love it. I got the purple version and the pink version of these. They are both $2.70 US each. Oh, the back of the packaging is wishing me a good day. How very nice of it. They actually say in the description that these are made to be torn easily, which is great because I do like to tear delicate stuff like this. I just think it looks nice, and then a clean, sharp edge, it just looks a bit more romantic and whimsical, so that's exciting. Between those and these, I'm gonna have a very romantic 2023 in my bullet journal, I think, which is great. That's what I want. Now these are really interesting. These are called the Craft Scrapbooking Paper Pack in, I got pink and also purple versions of this. I think it's really cute that they've got this lace around the outside. Like that packaging attention to detail is pretty nice. These appear to have a set inside with like a couple of writing papers with lines on, and also some maybe handmade textured kind of stuff. Oh, there's heaps in here. Oh, there's textures. Okay, this is the kind of textured paper that doesn't play nicely with glue tape, unfortunately. I actually usually end up using washi tape to stick this stuff down, or a bit of clear like sticky tape, sellotape, and I just loop it around on itself and stick that to the page. But we got some nice long skinnies. These are all embossed as well, so that's a way to level up. They're a bit thicker than I typically like in my journal, but they're also stunning, so who cares? That's an envelope, that one right there, which is lovely, and a card. That's the writing paper. I wish it wasn't folded over, but they've got to fit it in the packaging. And then these lovely cards. Oh, that's gorgeous. So you got a bit of variety in there. I thought it was all paper because it does say scrapbooking paper set, and then there's a card and an envelope, so that's fine. If you don't want to use them as a card and an envelope, you can just cut them up and use them as you please, which is probably what I will do. And I believe the other packet has the same. It's basically the same thing, but pink and red in this one, so very Valentine's appropriate, maybe February. Maybe not, we'll see if I forget. It's possible, it's happened before. These are $4.90 each, and I think that higher price point makes sense because they are stunning and handmade papers, so a little bit more effort goes into that kind of thing. And they're falling out the bottom, oh no, get back in there. So my total at checkout is $100.40 for these items, with $19.30 of shipping to me here in Brisbane, Australia. I'm going to enter my discount code, which is Erin, so I can see what it's like with that 18% off. So the discount in this case is $18.08, which makes sense because 18% off approximately $100 is gonna be $18. So the total cost for me would be $101.62. Shipping might be different for you wherever you are in the world, so just keep that in mind. This is so much beautiful stuff. I think I'm gonna have a really good time with these things. I think the fountain pen is probably what I'm most excited to try. I hope you've enjoyed this, what turned out to be a rather large stationery pal haul. I always love having you with me, and let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite item of these, and maybe like what you want to see me use first. I think that could be fun. I will be back next week with my December plan with me video. I'm thinking about moving videos to Australian Friday evenings instead of Australian Monday evenings, so you might see it a little bit sooner than usual. I'm not sure yet, so don't hold me to it, but maybe. We'll see how we go. So until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful week, or maybe slightly less than a week, and I'll see you again soon. Go make something beautiful with your stationery. Bye.